Hello, welcome back. We did some Claymen and Scorpion Beasts. Excellent stuff. Also lost an Oppressor to Bellymore Horrors. I guess this guy's been horror marked for holding a lantern for a while. You may notice that we didn't really get attacked by Jomon this turn. Even Marshlands is an Earth gnome, so failed to take a province that has 1 point of PD. Yeah, I've been putting 1 point of PD in these provinces because I can't really defend against regions. But apparently we can defend against an Earth gnome with this. That's pretty impressive. How did you pull that off? Don't you regen, actually? Yeah. How did you pull it off? Was that a crit? What was that? Damage roll 16 plus 14. I mean, I guess the Earth gnomes don't really have much protection, though. Okay, they got 5 protection, 4 defense. Okay. I guess it makes sense, then. I don't know. I assume those guys are kind of tough and regenerative, but I guess not. They're just... They look like they'd be as strong as Earth Elementals, but no, they're not. They're as strong as gnomes. Alright, fair enough. But yeah, other than that, we just rolled into some provinces trivially, so... Old Forest is ours, Farm is ours, even more is ours again. But, we're on boards too. Shade Forest, a demon has possessed a herd of swine, fantastic. Worldwide event, there's a deathmatch, which, it's like someone decided to fight Jomon. What did you send? You sent a Seath Kona. Alright, you know, probably guess how this one's gonna go. Yep. So another item for this guy. I saw Jomon's player on the Discord kind of being a bit not upset exactly, but you know, a bit bemused that the Ryujin being the hero guy is kind of awkward because if he takes damage, he just turns into a dragon and drops all of the items. And he's now lost, I believe, his pearl as well, which is pretty funny. Yeah, so there we go. Little tough guy. Forwards is open. Did some patrolling. Lots of brigands to eliminate, apparently. Yeah, we do make lots of unrest here. I mean, we've got a Gigante. Do you make unrest as well? No, you just kill population. Yeah, I mean, this guy makes lots of unrest on his own, though, so... Anyway, here's the map now. You may notice, yeah, this province did get defended by regions. 7 enemy units, mainly region. So yeah, I saw this and probably thought to defend it. Maybe defended some other provinces against this, although I can't see anything. Maybe not. We do have some region in this province. It's only 1. So... I don't know, I'm not sure where his 2 groups of regions went. One went there, but I'm not sure about the other one. Maybe it's these guys, actually, because I can see these guys on the map. I guess he tried to defend against the Dustwalkers. Okay. Well, anyway, he's playing defensive with the region now, which is probably good for us, because we can try and take back some of this stuff. So let's go through that briefly. Ivanmore and Redbird we're just going to patrol. Redbird mostly patrolling to take care of the monster boar that's here, because it's annoying having a 150 unrest province. Ivanmore will patrol because it's a really good province, so we'll get rid of the unrest, get the income back up. But also, if some region fly into this province, we'll have a defense with quite a lot of flaming arrows on crossbows and javelins and slings. So that plus a Last Dragonian probably clears up some region. Who knows? A little bit of PD too. So we'll patrol those 2 provinces. I'll try and take Robber home as well with another just small group of soulless. And try and take the mercs back with the mercenaries we did recruit. So... I don't know, I'm assuming he vacates this province, but that could be wrong. I suppose it's possible that if we're just against, like... Well, no, because there'd be PD as well. I don't think the wet ones really kill much, is the thing. I'm hoping they can just grab provinces that have, like... 6 points of PD and nothing else. But maybe they could chew through a single water rally and then kill a Ryujin. But maybe they just die to Falling Frost or something when they get near him, or even just Dragon Breath, who knows. But that's the plan here anyway. Sending out another little group to curtain wall 2 of more soulless. Just try and hold this down. And meanwhile, yeah, we're still building up Hidden Sands dudes that can back up this then. And I mean, this is a pretty formidable army at that point. Speaking of Hidden in Sands, by the way, we can't do that just yet. The last time we did it was pretty pitiful in terms of result, though. This is what we got. We got 1 mage, 1 Dust King, and 13 units, only 2 of which were Dust Walkers, so absolutely, like, horrendously bad result last time. So I think that's to balance out the, I think it was the time before that when it was quite a good result, right? Have we lost, yeah, because we lost the Throne of Fortune, didn't we? I think having the Throne of Fortune would help the results, right? It put us up to luck 3. Whatever, anyway. That's what's happening here. Down here, we have merged most of our stuff onto boards. I'm just going to Stormcastle immediately. I realized after I cannot travel underwater, what? Oh god, what did I click? I realized after I... let's just check, yeah. I realized after I submitted this turn, so I've got like a couple of big spells. I'm doing Life After Death and Rigor Mortis with one guy, but he does have Earth Boots plus a Reinvigoration Bless plus Earth Power on turn 1. So hopefully he gets both of those off. And then also stacking Rigor Mortis with Heat from Hell. So we're doing lots of fatigue damage. Not doing Darkness, but we can put up like Mini Darkness, which is Solar Eclipse. Which is also pretty good. Get some anti-magic down as well to protect against, you know, MR negate spam against our big dudes. And I put down Fog Warriors. I'm not sure if I should have done Mass Flight instead. That might have been more useful, I don't know. I suppose if all of the enemies fall asleep, it doesn't matter anyway, we'll still get through the gate, but... I don't know, I can't do like all of our big spells. We don't have like gems is the problem, and then we don't have a lot of mages, and Communion's pretty small. So I can't do every single big spell, but yeah, maybe Mass Flight would have been better than Fog Warriors, I don't know. But there's like 100 things in here. And our army isn't too bad, right? We've got a bunch of undead that can just run up and be distracting chaff. Then we got, I think it was almost 100 Dusk guys, right? It's like 80 or something. Plus some giants. So that with, in addition to the battlefield spells, it might be okay. But we'll see. We've also got the Lastrionians as well, who might, you know, manage to walk up and do something, but... Again, might have been better with Mass Flight. Then again, the last battle we had, there was just a storm immediately, so... I don't know, maybe Fog Warriors is better. Tough to say, but we'll find out pretty soon. Because I'm just storming immediately. Yeah, ignore that it says siege now. I did storm. I think I did storm. I hope I stormed. So we'll storm the fortress. This guy who dodged White Lake hit Old Forest. Looks like he's probably going to go to Esquania now, right? No, we're going to hit Tears of Pantocrator and then go through that. Just try to be unpredictable with our movements. And yeah, we'll push westwards and try and take Calum and the territory around Calum. I think that's okay. And meanwhile, yeah, the homeland is getting strengthened. Our income's still pitiful, but, you know, maybe one day we'll steal all the Earth Globals and get riches from beneath. And that would be good. But picking up some more territory would be nice as well. I do desperately need Dominion as well, huh? But I can't do much about that at the moment. We are, you know, we're not on the verge of being dom-killed, but we're not exactly healthy. 1 candle, 2 candles. So these provinces are kind of a flip. Could go either way. So we really only have 4 provinces of Dominion at the moment. So something to be aware of. Besides that, usual junk. Doing Soulless, Claiming, Scorpion Beasts. Soulless. And saving up 5 gems for next month. Research looks like this at the moment. Haven't really changed much for a while. We're almost at 9 though, so we're able to do Flames from the Sky, which is pretty good. Could also potentially put up Second Sun. Which, you know, might be interesting. I'll think about it. I think we can only recruit out of what, like, two places at the moment. So, not doing anything in my cap because I'm waiting till I can do Lastrionians. But I'm getting some Communion slaves from Cherub and Kunaral, I believe. Yeah, try and get some of those. Alright, that's the turn though. That's turn 55, so... Tune in next time and we'll see how the storm goes. Hello, welcome back. We did some summons, and one of our scouts in a pretty random location, eating a mine hunt again. Surviving, though. And a few battles this turn. First and foremost, I should probably mention that, yeah, Agartha is definitely doing stuff now. You can see they have been set AI. I think they were set AI a few turns ago, though. I don't know why they were just still biding their time. But they have awoken again. Attacking Irithea and me. They even broke out of their cap, so that might be kind of annoying. I mean, yeah, it's not like there was nothing sieging there. It's a reasonable amount of Irithane stuff. Just getting rolled by Big Agartha back in action. So Agartha's out of their cap. Didn't even really cost them much. Yeah, they also moved into Muforth with a big stack of tons of powerful undead. Not many leaders, though. But anyway, that's now in our province of Muforth. So I'll look at Agartha on the map in a second. We also took some more provinces back off own ones, that's alright. It didn't really cost us much. But, more importantly, there was a battle in Borwoods. Someone broke siege out of this fortress, and moved a few region over. So I was worried about whether or not I should cast Mass Flight in the storm. Fort Storm, that is. Turns out there is a battlefield storm. So Mass Flight would have been pretty useless, so glad we did. We're so susceptible to soul saves and stuff, aren't we? Yeah, I'm glad we did Fog Warriors instead. So there's Fog Warriors. We're up against quite a few Akami. And quite a few Yamabushi guys as well. Tons of water rallies, lots of mages in the back. So this isn't a walk in the park. We'll do our best. Barons are a bit useless in situations like this. I'm starting to think it'd be better to just have them on cast. Because when they eventually take damage, they'll go berserk and start fighting anyway, so... While they're stuck behind lines of troops like this, might be better to just have them doing fireballs or falling fires or horde of skeletons or whatever. That is a lot of gifts from heaven, which is certainly one way of clearing out our dust warriors. Slowly punching through the line of water rallies now, though. We are up against a lot of water mages who are doing tons of cleansing water, though. But these guys have pretty good magic resistance, right? Yeah, 19 with anti-magic. One thing that's a bit unfortunate in this battle is our Dust Priest over here, who was supposed to do Life After Death and then Rigor Mortis. He doesn't get Rigor Mortis off, and at some point he becomes mute as well, which is really, really bad for him. I feel like if we had up Heat from Hell and Rigor Mortis, we might have put the enemy mages to sleep a lot faster. Which would have been pretty good. And this guy's pretty fatigued now, he's got a heat aura on him. But we're very split up, it's taking a while to get through some of the front lines, so... the formation is broken up quite a lot. He's one of our commander versions with his eye catcher and his rawhide shield. Let's see, did you manage to kill this guy? And did you catch this guy's eyes? Yep. Crippled and lost both his eyes. Dies before killing him though. And eventually getting through the front lines. Do you guys all have... maybe Army of Lead went up or something and I didn't notice. Or Army of Gold. Let's check these commanders. Oh no, I guess not. Must just be Iron Warriors on those guys. But so yeah, we've eventually gotten through everything. And you can see how... yeah, if we'd had up Rigor Mortis as well, a lot of these mages would probably be a lot more fatigued. They're just barely over 100. The reason that's significant is because some of them do manage to wake up and flee. Wow. I took a lot of damage. Yeah, you can imagine how if we'd had rigor mortis up too, maybe fewer of the region would have escaped, because we only killed 4 of them. I imagine since they've got a bit of fire resistance, that might have helped them deal with the fatigue from heat from hell, but with rigor mortis as well, we might have killed all of the mages, which would have been really good. As it is, we have to settle for just killing some of the Ryujin and all of the troops. Which, you know, still pretty good. Let's see. Killed another Daitengu. I mean, they're pretty expensive to summon. A Flame Spirit, Kokithiad. Got away, actually. Surprising. I mean, this little 10 hit point human being managed to escape. Kill 2 Master Shigenjas, a Mugina. 7 Onmyojis. 4 Ryujin. Not too bad. It did cost us a bit. We lost a lot of our commanders. I think maybe I had them all on attack, but maybe that might not have needed that anymore. Didn't really get many kills with anything but the dust guys, of course, who are the real... That's what's carrying us at the moment. But besides that, we just lost the Shackle Mages, as always. Very hard to keep our Communion Slaves alive. Yeah, but lost, what, 50 dust guys, ghouls, soulless, a couple of giants, but not too bad overall. And a bunch of items, and yeah, I imagine German doesn't have any army left now, or very little. But it is late age, and I'm sure he has plenty of territory, so he might still have plenty of income to replenish his forces. Anyway, we then of course stormed Bulwards as well, but it's kind of empty at this point. Got 1 Samurai Archer. See how he fares against a shield. Killed by a water rally. Yeah, so there we go. Bulwards is ours again. Remember when I vacated this fort originally, I burned down the temple burned down the lab as I left? Well, now that we've taken Bulwards back, we immediately got an unexpected event in Bulwards. Fires destroyed the Arcane Laboratory. I feel like this is just karma or something. Let's see, events, I mean, -2 Dominion. Got attacked by a Lumber Construct in the Mercs. Lost the tax in Shade Forest. Did gain a Pendant of Luck in Phlegra, so there's that. And yeah, lost the lab in Bulwards. We're just being sort of brutalized by enemy misfortune Dominion, unfortunately. Can't do much about it. But yeah, besides that, let's see. Scout stuff. Destroying the fort in Tears of Pantocrator. Wait, really? I guess that fort is empty. I was going to move this guy on, but if we started destroying it, maybe I should storm it. It's slightly risky. Do I have another commander I could just send in to ping it? Pud. Maybe Pud can storm it on his own. It's possible the fort just contains 1 Ryujin, right? Then again, I suppose I'm vulnerable to these Ryujins all flying over and water rallying me to death, right? I suppose we can always come back for the underwater fort. Yeah, let's just move on for now. But yeah, anyway, Good God's been vanquished too, so that's them. Anyway, here's the map now. Right, did we get the unrest down here, by the way? 141, no. Right, I'll start down here. So, we took Bulwards, lost the lab. Don't really have the goal to build a temple. Also, speaking of building temples, last turn I said I was recruiting Shackled Mages. I wasn't. I was recruiting Phlegra Priests because I clicked the wrong thing. Because they look pretty similar. So we have 2 priests now, which is, you know... I suppose this guy could walk over and maybe get a temple down here one day. Yeah, why not? He's just preaching at the moment. He might get got if Ryujin lands in a province next to him, but oh well. Anyway, down here we'll push in. I'm going to send the undead guys to Sotura with a Lastrygonian. I'm not sure if it's worth keeping the Skull Staff with this army now, but it's not like I can put it in a lab. I suppose I could just swap the staff onto Lothar or someone. Let's see. I mean, at least that puts him up to D3. It's better than this guy being... Oh wait, no, you are still D3. I guess it's rounded up, so yeah. Okay, I was just... Okay. Whatever then. Oh, I see. So the... Right, so halving magic skills... That applies even to boosted levels. Okay, I get it now. So even with a staff, he's still D2. Alright, right. Yeah, I'll give that to someone else then. Never really thought about that. That's how it worked. Okay, anyway. Undead guys are attacking Sotura. Living guys are going to go to Spring Spires. Yeah, I've still got a little nature mage who's following this guy around, who's back up to 6 hit points. He's diseased, lost an eye, got a limp, never healing wound, battle fright, 5 morale. But he's back up to 6 hit points, so he's just down here getting healed every time we have a fight. So we'll push in and try and take Calum. It looks pretty undefended. And yeah, I'll have the Lastrygonian walk around the outside maybe. Something like that. But I just want to try and grab some of this territory. I don't think Gemon can run an army at us. This might be all of his territory actually. Maybe we can slowly just clean this out. That's what's happening here anyway. And up here, yeah, we have to kind of contend with the Gothra again. So, you know, they're back on the map and they're pretty intimidating actually. Got all this stuff here. And they've got this really big army here. I'm going to move a ton of stuff into Ivanmore and try and defend against this if it moves down. It might be foolish, I don't know, because this is a ton of stuff. These things are sacred, they're no joke. Lots of hit points, high magic resistance as well, which is annoying because we could just try banishing them. The Iron Corpses are undead. I have 7 magic resist, so that's something at least. So I'm sending a bunch of junk to Ivanmore. We don't have many, like, big spells here, but we do at least have Wind Guide and Flaming Arrows, which is something, because we have tons of projectiles. And then on top of that, I'll have my god do some Weapons of Sharpness. I'll bring over all of the Dust guys, do some Dust to Dust. Unfortunately, we don't have Wither Bones, because we don't have any Thaumaturgy research, but even so, Dust to Dust is a big load of armor negating damage on undead. So we've got a couple of those guys doing that. Also got some Life After Death, you know. Seems wise. A couple of big mages doing some Fire Clouds. Bunch of little priests doing Ashes to Ashes as well, our Banish. So again, we've got lots of like anti-undead. Well, I say lots, but you know, we've got what we can. And then, yeah, I've got Lastrygonian as well. I've got him on advance and cast spells, so he'll just cast spells until he takes damage. So if this moves down, we'll try and defend against it and try and wipe it out. That would be really useful, because then we could start taking back some of this territory as well. What's here? There's not a lot of Van stuff here. We could probably move on to that as well. So that'll be the plan. I'm moving the Dust guys here as well. Yeah, we don't really have many Dust guys because the last cast we did was pretty bad, but I have that too. So moving down here and defending here. If, you know, Gothra even moves here, who knows what he's going to do. He might want to get his fort back, right? Because, yeah, that is his. It's being sieged by Midgard. But I don't really know how AI behaves sometimes. I don't play well against a lot of AI until people go AI in games, so will it prioritize liberating its throne? Who knows? Anyway, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to try and take Scarce-Hope Wastes with mercenaries and some ghouls. There's currently no PD here, so might be okay. And besides that, Broken Land, we are doing Hidden Town again. So fingers crossed we'll get a slightly better result than last time. But hey, you know, any result is a good result. Still don't have enough gold to start recruiting another Lastrygonian, but that might change over the next couple of turns, but you know, growing our income a bit. We certainly lost a bunch of upkeep this turn, because I think we lost some giants, right? Yeah, I mean, we lost a bunch of Cyclops commanders, a bunch of Cyclops soldiers and flingers. Cut down our expenditures a little bit. Anyway, that's the turn though. So that's turn 56. I'll leave it there. Thanks for watching. See you next time.